Chapter 30, The Dragon's Way, Embodied Zen 3.0.1 Mindful Action. Integrating awareness into daily lifia. Mortals, you seek wisdom in books, clarity in meditation, enlightenment as something apart from action. But listen well, hatchling true mastery does not live in contemplation alone. It must breathe into every step, every choice, every moment woven into existence itself. You believe mindfulness is confined to sitting, breathing, reflecting. But tell me, does the dragon retreat into solitude for wisdom, or does it embody presence and flight, in movement, in every wingbeat shaping its course? Zen is not separate from life. It must become life. It must be carried into action, into battle, into decision, into the simplest of movements and the grandest of transformations. The masters understand. Mindfulness sharpens action when awareness is present. Distractions fade. Choices sharpen. Movement becomes precise. Stillness exists even in movement. A warrior does not need silence to focus. Presence sharpens even in the midst of action. Mastery is integration, not isolation. You do not return to awareness. You remain within it, always. Consider, do you treat mindfulness as something apart from your daily actions? Where does awareness fade when routine takes hold? What shifts when focus is carried into movement rather than reserved for moments of reflection? A dragon does not wait for stillness to embody presence. It moves, fully engaged, fully awake. Dragos. Trial. The path of integrated presence echoes 3 actions in your daily routine, simple moments, movements often taken for granted. How will you execute them with full awareness? Where does distraction arise, and how will presence sharpen intention? What changes when mindfulness is not reserved for practice, but woven into every breath, every step, every choice? Mindfulness does not end when movement begins. It transforms action into mastery. 30.2 Cultivating Compassion. The poker of the open heart. The heart too often guarded, too often withheld, too often locked behind logic, hesitation, fear. You navigate life like a gambler, calculating risks, holding emotions close like a hand of cards you are afraid to play. But tell me, hatchling, does the dragon hoard its fire, waiting for the perfect moment, or does it burn, fearless, expansive, powerful in its openness? Compassion is not weakness. It is the force that connects. It is the wisdom that understands strength is not isolation, but integration, not resistance, but acceptance. The greatest warriors do not conquer with brute force alone. They win because they see. They understand. They move with insight and with heart. The masters understand. Compassion strengthens understanding. It is the ability to feel without being overtaken by emotion. Empathy sharpens wisdom. To know another's experience is to gain insight into the unseen forces shaping all interactions. Power exists in openness. The dragon does not fear vulnerability. It understands that awareness itself is the highest strength. Consider, do you engage with others from behind barriers, calculating, protecting, withholding? Do you see compassion as vulnerability, or as the wisdom that strengthens connection? What shifts when life is approached not with closed fists, but with open awareness? A dragon does not fear the power of the open heart. It understands that strength is found in presence, not in defense. Dragos. Trial. The hand played with compassion for one day. Approach interaction with full openness, not navet, but the wisdom of an unguarded presence. What shifts when listening is done without the need to calculate a response? Where does resistance arise when connection is deepened? What might be gained when hesitation is replaced by trust? Strength is not in guarding the heart. It is in understanding that presence itself is the greatest power. 30.3 Living Your Legend. The dragon's path to purposia. Purpose. You ask what destiny holds. where the path leads, when the moment of clarity will arrive. You look to the horizon, seeking signs, waiting for certainty. But listen well, hatchling purpose is not found. It is chosen. It is shaped. It is forged through action, through decision, through unwavering movement toward meaning. The mistake mortals make is waiting for permission, waiting for certainty, waiting until the game feels perfectly aligned before they choose to play. But destiny is not a hand dealt by chance. It is a hand played with intent, regardless of uncertainty. The masters know purpose is carved, not given. Meaning does not arrive, it is built, through decisions made and paths walked. Action refines the legend, the story unfolds only when movement replaces hesitation. The dragon does not wait for fate, it moves, shaping its destiny, choosing its fire, never hesitating before the storm. Consider, are you waiting for the perfect path, delaying action until certainty arrives? Do you treat purpose as something external rather than something crafted through choice? What shifts when destiny is approached not as something distant, but as something shaped each moment? A dragon does not wait for the stars to align. It moves, and the universe adjusts accordingly. Dragos. Trial. The legend in motion. Coos. One step, one action. One decision that aligns with your highest purpose. How long have you hesitated, waiting for certainty? What changes when meaning is built through movement rather than through waiting? How will you commit not tomorrow, not later, but now to embodying your legend? You are not meant to ask what fate holds. You are meant to shape it, step by step, breath by breath, choice by choice. Final words from Zoran. Presence is not separate from action. It must flow into every moment. Compassion is not weakness. It is the wisdom that strengthens connection. Purpose is not given. It is crafted through movement, through decision, through unwavering steps toward mastery. Move with presence. Lead with heart. And remember, a dragon does not wait for certainty. It moves, and fate follows. The cards are waiting. Play them wisely. This expanded chapter deepens the cosmic scale, integrating Zen not as passive meditation, but as the foundation of action, presence, and purpose in daily life. Zoran challenges the reader to